We are rolling.
Good morning. Welcome back to the conversation. This is Pointing Out the Obvious. This is our news and politics webcast, our daily take on what's buzzing today. I'm your host, Patrick Russell, and over there is my very opinionated producer, Veronica. Together, we're here to quip and quiver through today's headlines, searching for the real, no matter how deep into the swamp we need to go. Happy Friday to you, Veronica. Well, pretty tragic happening on a Hollywood set yesterday.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin, man, just crushed right now because regardless of what the investigation is going to find out, he will forever be attached to a tragic death of a cinematographer, Helena Hutchins, 42 and up-and-comer. Apparently a prop, a weapon, a gun, a fake gun, had gone off in such a way where she was killed and then another person was seriously injured. Of course, the production of the movie Rust has been halted so that the investigators can conduct their investigation and we can get down to the bottom of who's going to get fired over this. Obviously, we have a case when it comes to weapons on the set, you can imagine.
Yeah.
There are specialists and a team that they bring on set specifically for the purpose of an accident. Regardless, yes, it's an accident, but regardless, there's people on set that are, the whole purpose there is to make sure that everything is safe and something like this won't happen. So, the wrongful death suit is right around the corner. We all know this. So, from a younger generation's perspective, Veronica, first, what do you think the family of the cinematographer, how do you think they're feeling today? You know, one day having this beautiful, wonderful woman full of life and her life in front of her, and now completely snuffed out moving forward in life. And then let's talk about the civil lawsuit game. How much do you think the family is going to sue? What are your thoughts on this?
Well, first of all, I mean, it's pretty sad. I myself cannot imagine someone dying on set. I mean, for me, it's like, how can that happen? I don't know anything about guns that they use in set. I don't have any connections with, like, you know, actresses or movie stars or whatever that I can tell you guys, okay, this is how it works. But do they use, I mean, obviously they don't use real guns, but they use something similar, right?
It's blanks.
So
I mean, it should not be a projectile. At most, you're looking at the concussion of that makes the sound, boom. But that shouldn't be more than just 2 or 3 feet of space. There's not really a projectile that theoretically should be fired from the weapon. So the investigation really has a lot of questions to be answered. Now,
I mean, it is sad. Now, going back to the family, I mean, it is insane. Like, I'm pretty sure the day before or whatever, or the same day, you have someone, and then the next day is like, wait a minute, I mean, the person died, and then there's another person, the director, he's in a hospital, he's injured, so, you know, we're hoping for his healing. Now, when it comes to suing, obviously the production company, I mean, we're talking about millions of dollars. I wouldn't say it how much, probably from what I'm thinking, like more than $5 million. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, to give you some perspective, right, off the top of my head, I know that there's been 2 major accidents on a Hollywood set. The first one, I think 1982, you had a helicopter crash. I believe there's 3 families involved, 3 victims, and they ended up getting $200 million. You know, some of these details are sealed, right? So a lot of the information on just exactly how much came out of these civil wrongful death lawsuits sometimes are hard to come by. But by and large, you're looking at about $66 million went to each one of the families, right? That was back in 1982. And then 1993, Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee, tragically died on the set of The Crow, a movie very similar to what's going on with Alec Baldwin. Apparently, a gun that went off too close to his face, too close to his head, and ended up killing him. Now, his mom, his family ended up getting $90 million from the wrongful death suit in 1993. Fast forward to 2021. Now, with that perspective, do you feel the family's going to hit $100 million on the lawsuit?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, we're
42 cinematographer. She's already had about 5 big movies under her belt, potential movie earnings. I mean, you're talking about a person that could build a profile that she was going to make a lot of money, not only for herself but her family. And to say that $100 million isn't that far out of the imagination, considering the history, the precedents? No, I don't think so at all. Guys,
Yeah, makes sense.
there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer, but they're definitely your opinion. Please don't just subscribe to this show, even though we will be doing this back and forth on a daily basis. But lend your voice to the show. It'll make it a whole lot more fun. Guys, it doesn't matter if you lean to the right. It doesn't matter if you lean to the left. As long as you're treating the person in front of you kindly, you just made the world a better place. Have a great weekend, guys.